reading that. Keep reading. The sound effect, my nigga. The sound effect. Y'all gotta clap it up though, like at the same time. Jeez. Somebody has to. And we are back live from Space 812. Ali here.
Back better than ever.
So you don't have to talk louder than that because I don't have my headphones.
Nigga, well, you don't put your headphones on.
Because they white headphones, and then, you know, I felt like giving our guests the headphones.
What they got to do with their white?
No, they're the iPod headphones. Nigga, they look cheap. Nigga. They look cheap. We got everything high budget, and then you're going to see me with iPod headphones. Sorry, go. I'm about to do it because they talking shit.
Sometimes you got to struggle.
Anyway, we're back, and we have our guest here, fresh from Team Wepa, right?
Yes, sir.
I said it right. That's right. And you are?
G.
Everybody knows you as G?
As G.
For now.
For now, everybody knows you as G. G, you out here running the world with Team Wepa.
Something like that.
Is that all that they do? Because I don't want to keep saying like all the track and all this stuff, and that's not all you do.
Now we're a running team. We're a running crew, as a matter of fact. New York City is full of crews, urban running crew community, and we're a part of it right now.
Now, in this room, you got like 4 other people with you.
Yes, yes.
But in photos, you have like 5,000 people running. Like you have the whole world.
So there's actually 30-something members in the crew.
Only?
Only, yeah.
Oh.
But what it is
That's a lot of motherfuckers running.
there's a lot of different crews.
I thought it was more people. Not 30. I see like 100 in the photos. Like, wait a minute.
So when we run together, a lot of times different crews get together. So there's crews in the Bronx, there's crews in Brooklyn, there's crews in the city, crews in Queens. So when there's an event, we all run together. So it look like there's 200 of us, but it really is different crews collaborating, working together.
Were you always a runner?
Nah, man. Nah, not at all. I played football in high school.
Midwood High School.
Midwood High School. Wow, how did you know
Damn,
that?
My man, look.
Damn,
research.
My man did his research.
I gotta
Nigga went 36
do my
weeks ago.
research.
Is
Jonathan
that
over here
Instagram?
looking good for no reason. He just sits
I'm
there.
like,
and
I don't
like,
fucking. You fucking know.
Jonathan saw
Early,
you
the
walking
only,
in and
the
was
only
like,
thing
"Hey,
I got
you
from him, he
are-"
was from Bushwick earlier. Then he
Nah,
moved to
Flatbush,
Jackson
Flatbush,
Heights.
the other bush, Flatbush.
Oh,
Are you from
Flatbush, my
Flatbush?
bad.
Yeah.
That's real. So you come run to Queens?
Nah. So I've been in Corona.
No.
got
I
neighborhoods to
don't
run.
say. I don't mean like he comes. I don't mean like he comes run. I'm
Yeah,
talking
in
about like
Brooklyn, they got nowhere to run.
he's stationed at Queens running. That's what I'm trying to ask.
Nah. I'm from Flatbush, but I moved to Queens about 12 years ago, and I've been in Corona for 10 years now. Started running like 3 or 4 years ago. Nike had a running club, and I started joining their sessions or whatever, and then I started meeting different crews, and then from there just kept building and building to the point where I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own crew. You know, I had a couple of family and friends that wanted to run because of my posts and all that other stuff. And we said, let's start Team Wepa. I'm Puerto Rican, so it was like, yo, you Wepa, this, that, and the third. And it was a hashtag, it was a joke, but it became a movement, you know. And now, like I said, I got 30-something members, you know, that we run together on a weekly basis, training for marathons, half marathons, and so forth.
So wait, just to confirm, Wepa is a Puerto Rican word. We gonna take it back.
Where this going?
I'm just trying to start the
How
beef.
many Puerto Rican
I'm just trying to
members
start the
you
beef.
have?
I'm just trying to start the beef with the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
I think it derived from PR, but I think it spread throughout Latino America.
Nah, it is. I just think Puerto Ricans use it more.
They do.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, the thing is that here in Queens, there's like 1 Puerto Rican for every 10 Dominicans.
Or Colombians.
Or Colombian. The Colombians too. Oh, there's a Colombian in
Oh,
the
yeah.
building. So
See?
there's 1 Colombian in the building. There's 1 Colombian for every other Dominican here. So that's why it is. Oh, that's crazy though. Now, you go to Corona Diner.
Yes, sir.
Shout
My
out to
man,
Big Rich.
Big Rich, Rick the Ruler.
That's where
Big
you
G
guys
next
meet up
door.
at?
So we started in Forest Park, actually. We started working on Sundays about 2 years ago. We was like, let's just meet up, let's do Wepa Sundays or whatever, and we would run from there. But what happened was that when it gets dark, the lights go off in Forest Park. So we started running in Astoria Park, the track, and we started meeting there on Tuesday nights. So we meet at Astoria Park on Tuesday nights, and then we meet at Corona Diner Thursday nights. You know, so we'll do a social run. A lot of the running is really networking and you know, chilling and having a good time. So we'll do a little run, 3 miles, 6 miles, whatever, and we'll come back, chop it up, you know, and just really build on the community and the culture.
Damn, a little run would be 6 miles.
Exactly. Earlier he said that we run like 3 miles, sometimes 6
little
miles. I'm like,
mile is 6 miles.
I'm thinking about 15 minutes on the treadmill.
I'll be waiting for a medallion at the end of that run. Like, I'm done.
medallion.
And that's a regular run. And that's a regular run.
Somebody
like,
better throw
Yo,
me.
so we did that all for nothing.
Wait, how long you said you have running?
I've been
With your
running
own crew.
I've been running for 3 years. Wepa's been around for 2 years and a couple of months.
Okay.
We just made our anniversary the other day. We did 15 miles from Astoria to Rockaway Beach.
I'll be like, I'll meet y'all.
Rockaway.
Yeah.
I go in my car. Yeah, I'll meet y'all there.
No, you
Oh,
know
we
what?
go to Ibiza?
You know what,
I'll meet
though?
y'all
'Cause
there.
we putting
You
ourselves
see
down.
me with my truck, like with my little.
Where?
From Kaufman Studio to Rockaway Beach.
But
15.
that was 15 miles. I've walked from my house to Corona, but I've walked.
Oh, but that's a different
That's
scenario,
15.
though.
That's 15
You
miles.
had
I
no
think.
choice.
Yeah, because I was on foot. So what do you think they doing?
No, but you had to get the keys to your crib. You had to go see your mom.
I don't know where you're going with this. I don't know where you're going with this, but whatever. Yeah. No. I saw that you got. Now here's my question, because I saw that run, and that was dope, epic run.
Yes, yes.
I would love to be a part of it. Call
Come
me
through,
back in
pull
3.
up.
No, 3 years from now. Don't worry about
Nah.
it. I'm still a hookah head, so that shit's killing me
Still on
right
the
now.
treadmill for like
Pull
10
up.
minutes.
But
You
I
still on the
wanna
treadmill.
do that. But my question is, how did y'all get to the beach? Like, were y'all carrying all the tents and the supplies? Or?
Nah. So we set it up to a point where we have 2 hydration stations, right? So every 5 miles, people will stop.
Alex will be at the
You know.
hydration. I'll meet y'all here.
Yeah, some Gatorade, some water, some goos, or whatever. Goos are like these little energy packs or whatever. Like it's like a goo.
No, that shit is.
I thought he meant
Yeah.
goose. I thought he meant goose.
Nah, I call it mongoose. You know, whatever. But yeah. So every 5 miles, we would stop and get some hydration, and pull up to the next stop, and then go straight to the beach.
You know how many
Because
dangerous
15
neighborhoods
miles
you guys
straight
ran-
is kind of hard,
You know how
man.
many dangerous neighborhoods you guys ran through going up?
I mean, from Kaufman Studio, we jumped on Queens Boulevard, took Queens Boulevard to Woodhaven, and then straight to Cross Bay and straight to the beach, man.
Oh shit! They went to the good side.
Yeah, we try to avoid all that.
To Woodhaven.
All the
Whatever,
ratchetness. Yeah, there's no ratchetness on
Is that the
Woodhaven.
longest y'all ran?
Nah, so doing marathons. Shout out to my boy Nadies, man. He just ran his first marathon in Berlin.
Hey, I know the Nadies.
Yeah, man. That's the dude right there. So a marathon is 26.2 miles.
I'm sorry. Come.
Yo, think about it. It takes me. It's 21 miles to my job.
And you drive.
And I drive.
And
I'm
you
like,
gotta
oh,
leave at
fuck.
6 in the morning.
I have
So
to leave at 6 in the morning.
So
Just
think
to
about
get there
running
by
that.
12.
Imagine.
just to get there by lunchtime.
So that's probably the longest distance we've done. But we do half marathons, which is 13 miles, 10K. Some of the girls went out to Puerto Rico, as you guys know. About 13 of the girls from the group went out to PR. They ran a 5K, a 10K. It was a challenge. So if you could do the 5K, the 10K, and the half marathon, you would get actually a 4th medal because you completed all 3 races. So that's, that is an incentive. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just running just for the fuck of it, but just, to get that medal or to create that or to have that achievement.
You guys have to
Alex
like.
running over there.
You guys have to like register as a team
Yes,
or
yes. It's expensive too.
like.
You
Well,
know?
Alex is gonna be. Let's stop there.
No, no, we should have. I was gonna say let's start our own team.
There you go.
Team Acotado, apagado. Like, some shit like, let's do this, nigga. I'm down to do it, son. Yeah, I like pushing my body to the edge. That's
Let's
my
go,
shit.
man.
I be telling these guys, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's do something. Look, if I make it, if I make it to like the red light, that's a step. Like, yo, next week, nigga, we gonna make it to the highway over there by the bridge over there, son. Like, little by little. See, that's why you can't make it nowhere with your friends that have.
I'm saying.
With the people that's around me, they already talking shit and saying like, oh, you
They're the
won't
ones
run,
where you're
you
jogging.
won't make
You
it.
ain't gonna make it.
Do you have any negative people on your team or in your circle?
Nah,
saying
man,
like, yo, you fat, you slow, you're not gonna make it.
That don't happen. Not here. We don't do that, man. Not at all.
Thank you, son.
All sides. It's funny because, growing up in Flatbush, right? You see the track stars and you see the older white men running, but you don't see people that look like us running the streets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a big guy. I can't hide that. And I never knew people that look just like me are running and completing marathons, completing half marathons, and that was something that was intriguing to me. And once I started, I was like, I want to inspire others to do the same shit that I'm doing, because I fell in love with it, man. Like, to keep it 100, like, if this microphone could talk back to me, I would convince it to run with me. Like, you know what I mean? And that's just, I don't know. I just, like I said, it's just something that you get addicted to, and then you just want to tell everybody, you say your friends, like, that's how this whole shit started, actually.
Frenemies.
Yeah, whatever. But so 15 years ago, a dude named Mike Sace started. He was actually late to pick up his kid, and he ran across the Williamsburg Bridge. And while he did that, he was like, holy shit, this is dope. Like, I want to do this with my peoples, you know what I mean? And so they would go to the club, and then after the club, they would say, yo, let's go for a run, you know, in the middle of the night, and then just run through the neighborhood, run through LES or whatever the case may be.
Friends like that. There's friends I had that tell me, oh, after the club, let's do a molly.
Yeah, man.
There's certain niggas out there doing mollies after the clubs.
You know, and big ups to them because they're about to do their 15-year anniversary next week, actually. So, you know, 15 years of doing that, like urban running through the streets of New York. And it's not only here in New York. There's a movement called Bridging the Gap where you got crews in London, Japan, Germany, Paris. Like, and we're all doing the same thing, like have little crews. Everybody gets together and just try to have a common goal.
That's just bigger than what we thought, son.
Absolutely.
Like, honestly speaking, because you know the stereotype. If you see a white person running through like the neighborhood, we're in a safe place. Like,
Here we go.
But like you see that many Spanish people running, nigga.
Yeah, like something. What they running from?
You're not gonna go after them. You're not gonna go after. But like saying that there's actually like a sport, like people are really into it, or not. I don't know if it's a sport necessarily, but
It's a sport in its own
It's a
way.
culture. It's a culture. It's a movement. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the urban community. You know, and those people that you talk about, they don't respect us as runners. Like, you guys don't run really, really fast. Like, are you really runners? Yeah, we fucking runners. Like, you know what I mean? We out there putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? So, like, everybody that moves their feet and it's not walking to me is a runner. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that I meet or is a part of the crew, you know, they're like, oh, I can't run that fast or I can't run that far. My man, you running, you're a runner. You know what I mean? So that's what we try to preach, man. Try to inspire people to get out there and move. You know, Rich always says, you know, health is wealth. And absolutely, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you got to make yourself a better
How about
person.
Rich, you go out there and run with them, Rich.
Yeah, we trying to work on that. We getting there. We
Yo,
getting
Poppy
there.
swing.
Yeah, shout out to Corona
Reed-
Diner, man.
No, Big Reed, 95.
matter of fact, the day Big Rich runs, I'm gonna go with him.
Oh.
We're gonna run with Big Rich behind him. No shots at, that's our man. What are you talking about? But I'm saying, like, when he signs up, we sign up as well. Like, let's do this shit. Yo, y'all not with it to run? I'll do it, son. I like pushing my body to the limit. Like, let's do this.
Yeah,
I told these guys I want to try hot yoga. They all looked at me like I'm crazy.
Hot yoga's dope, man. I never done it, but it's
My cousin
I'm here
Fat
to
Boy's
dope.
running with us. First day tomorrow, my nigga. First
Let's
day
go.
tomorrow, he running with us.
Let's go.
He might meet us across the
Corona
bridge.
Diner, 745. Corona Diner, man.
Now he'll meet you at the checkpoints, like, wait, like, yo, hydration, give me the hydrating.
Yo, it's not. When they all run like that in a group, a marathon, and there's like 1,000 people with different numbers. Number one, what do the numbers mean? Like,
So you have a bib, right? So that number signifies that's your time, and it's like a chip on there or whatever, like a thing that'll record your time or whatever. So as you cross certain points, it'll say, okay, you crossed it. Alex crossed it at whatever, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then you get to the next point. You know, it'll tell you the times. So that way, it's keeping track of your time. So when you finish, you have your overall time. So
It'll
everyone,
be like 3 hours and 52 minutes.
Everyone
so
has
it's
different
not
numbers.
about who makes it the fastest.
you got your elite runners that start on their own. So you may have like, I don't know, 15, 20, maybe 30. They start on their own. Like, they don't run with the regular runners, because they actually competing to actually try to win the race. So they do their shit, and then the regular people, I guess that's what you call it, will start running. And we run by corral, so the faster people will go first. So it goes by your pace. So based on like what you did in the past, how fast you ran, it'll say, all right, you belong here. You run with the 9-minute people or the 8-minute people or the 7-minute people or whatever. And as you get better, that pacing gets better or whatever, then you can start moving up the corral. So it'll start with A, like double A is the fastest, and it'll work its way back to L or whatever. But we're all running the same distance, get the same
level.
medal.
What section you in?
I mean, it depends how fast you run. You know what I mean?
We run super slow.
I'm very competitive, so I'll be there like to try to be like,
Yeah.
You know what? Every time I think about running, I can picture Forrest Gump just jogging through Corona real quick with these niggas.
Yeah.
I want to try, like, but I'll
come
be
through.
competitive. I'll be like, wait, he's not faster than me. Like, why is he running up there? The next thing you know, it becomes like a competition, and
It's
I
funny
probably
because
won't make it.
kids in the hood will be like, yo, run, Forrest, run. And like, yeah, all right, whatever. Come out here and run with us, and you see what it is, man.
Where do y'all go through when you do like Thursdays run?
So what I try to do is, especially if somebody's new or is not from Corona, I try to show them the main
The nice
points
parts
of
of
Corona.
Corona.
Right. So we go to City Field, the
scenic
the
route.
Unisphere, obviously. We've been to the Lansing Hughes Museum, to the Malcolm X crib. I don't know if you guys know that, it's in East Elmhurst. So we'll go over there. So what you're trying to do is show them like this urban exploration. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I've been to parts in Corona running that I've never been to before, like in my car or walking or on the bus. You know what I'm saying? And like Nicole is from Corona. You know, she'll be like, gee, I never even been over here. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't get to explore unless you out there, you know, putting in the work, running the streets.
The thing is, too, once you get a car, I ain't walking nowhere.
Right.
I'm going to my destination and
going
back.
to a chimney truck, to a
chimney truck.
barber, and out.
That's it, nigga. Go back home. So like, I live in Jamaica now.
Like, wow,
I
I
don't even
went to
come
Corona.
out
You went to Corona too? I went to a chimney spot, barbershop, and was out.
There you go. Run there instead of walking or taking the Uber and
That's
shit.
about it. When's the next big run?
So we have a run this Sunday actually coming up where, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but tomorrow actually marks the 1 year anniversary of Hurricane Maria. And last year we were able to, you know, that it obviously is a soft spot for me being from Puerto Rico. And when it happened, you know, I sent out a voice message to the crew like, listen, you know, that shit out there is bad. You know, it pretty much devastated the island. We need to do something. And, you know, we started sending stuff out there, some batteries, you know, a whole bunch of donations, a bunch of clothes and different things. This year what we want to do is our boy Pao Malu, he's out there right now in Barrio Playa, and they're going to run a 5K, which is 3 miles, out there in PR. And then we're going to try to emulate what they're doing over here so we could do it together. We want to do it where we're supporting them and they know that New York City is with them, and, you know, we out there, they're not out there by themselves. We out here doing our part. And I know it may just seem like, yo, it's just running, but it really isn't, man, because you're noticing, hey, all these people are actually with us and we're working on this together.
Paramalu.
Yes.
Because I did some stalking. Not that I did some stalking.
shit.
First of all, I don't stalk people.
Power's a legend, man. Shouts to
I don't
Power.
stalk, but I seen that he's like,
A legend, man.
he does movements.
How you
I don't
find
know.
this page?
My man's.
Dude, I just went through like the first 34.
How do you
I'm not
find
gonna lie.
bottle service girls after bottle service girls? You click on one, see the one that she's tagged with, you
All
go on their page.
speculation. All speculation.
There you go. So
That's
I
the
went on
old Johnny.
Power
That's
Model.
the
I see
old
that
Johnny.
he's like, he makes moves. Like the dude is, what is he, an activist or like a,
Yes, I would say he's an activist.
for Puerto Rico? Or just in general?
For general, right? For justice, man. Not just PR. I mean, PR is his main motivation right now. That's what he's focused on. But, you know, if there's a situation, Power is going to be on the front lines. You know what I'm saying? He's the type of dude that, listen, if you guys have a situation and, you know, he feels like it's a necessity, he'll definitely make sure that he is part of it and trying to make it right, whatever it is.
That's dope. I saw him on Univision. This is how deep I get into it.
Yeah, Channel 11, he's been everywhere, man.
He was on Univision with a dude that I party with.
Ah, okay.
So I was like, oh, I always forget his name. I swear to God. No, I always
Thank
see
you.
him and I'm always like forgetting his name. But I seen him on Univision and I was like, damn, this is pretty dope. I was listening.
man.
And you post a lot of like current events that's like, how do I say this? I'm losing my word. No, I'm talking about like police brutality or like races or like Donald Trump is. I see that you're into that shit, right?
Right, absolutely, man. You know, I feel like we have a platform, you know, just like you guys have a platform. And I think we have to be responsible enough and say, listen, this is going on with our people, right? This is affecting our people, our communities. And I feel like we have to share that, you know, especially with Instagram, right? Instagram is a platform where we're able to, you know, affect so many different people that we need to speak about the things that are important, the things that are affecting our people. You know, whether it's Puerto Rico, whether it's Trump, whether it's whatever, a police shooting, you know, shooting an innocent person. I think we need to really bring light to that because it is happening and we can't just ignore this shit. You know what I mean? Because it's happening to our people. Feel me?
Tell me about it. And that nigga Trump. I don't know. Y'all niggas voted for Trump? Anybody in here vote for Trump? I thought about voting for him only because I didn't want to lose, and I was like, "Fuck it! If I vote for him, I'm gonna win." But at the end of the day, nah, just in case I didn't want to lose, but then I
When
just
the
decided not to.
competition is
vote.
real.
He was definitely a Yankee fan.
Nah, man. Make America Wepa again, man.
So Flatbush to
Yes,
Corona.
you're done, no.
So, first of all, congratulations for you surviving out here, surviving and making it out to this point of your life and keeping going. Now you have kids as well.
Yes.
2 sons.
2 boys, yes.
know,
Wow,
niggas
this
know
guy
their
was
names?
researching.
You know
I mean,
their
you want me to tell you his birthday, son?
Word.
He lived like his birthday's on April 18th.
42.
Look, I'm not telling you how I know, why I
It just
know.
came to me in a dream.
It
I
just
thought
came to
about
me,
it.
son. I
It just
talk to
came
the
me.
angels, my brother. I'm out here, son.
Christ.
For the next guests that come up here, be afraid, my man. I'm watching you as of right now. I'm seeing everything they do.
Yeah, I'm thinking my shit is on Google, like a whole profile. Like, no, man.
He'll find it. If there's
Sir,
something about you,
everything's
Alex will
on the
find
internet.
it.
I'm
My
out
man
there.
is on it, man.
I'm out there.
That's what's up, though.
Your kids don't run with you?
My kids are scientists, man. They started running this summer though. We did New York City Parks did a running, or they do a running program every summer, and it was free. And I was like, you know, before I spend money on something that they don't want to do, let's try this free program. And they did it. It was over in Juniper Valley Park. They liked it during the time that they were doing it. I don't know if they're gonna continue. My oldest son was like, yo, you know, I kind of want to continue it. So I don't want to push too much, man, because I don't know if you guys have kids. When you push them, when you push your agenda upon them, they kind of rebel, or they go the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
So I want it to be more organic and let it come naturally and flow.
That's my oldest son over there with the hat. I wanted him to do this, but he doesn't want to do this.
Listen,
to
He
become a
decided to be a
thug.
thug, so
nah,
AKA
man,
Young Thotty. Shout out to Young Thotty.
Hey, young daddy.
he's gonna create
Shout out
his
to
own lane.
9-6. No, it went from Young to 9-6.
oh 9-6, that's right.
That's the most pitiful clap in the world.
That's 9-6 in the building, son.
Wait, you used to work for the Department of Ed?
I still do.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, I
sir.
thought you were like why did I hear coach from some of you? Okay,
No, but he
so
said
do
earlier
you
he
coach?
was coaching and teaching at the same time.
All right, what do you do in the Department of Building?
So right now I'm a
Education.
dean. I taught in East New York for 15 years. I was a dean there as well. Yeah, it was
We were talking
a
about
war
earlier.
zone. But
Act like y'all like him now compared to when we used to get in trouble by deans. Act like, oh, that's cool.
so I started
East New
working in
York
a
is
and yeah, it's a war zone. But I'm in fresh metals now.
You're on the safe side.
Yeah, well, it's night and day. But
Francis
still, you
Lewis?
know, kids go through stuff. I'm actually in the middle school across the street from Francis Lewis. You know, kids go through things. It's different obstacles that they're trying to overcome. You know, in East New York, it may be something more along the lines of poverty and not enough resources. Whereas over here, they may have a lot of resources, but not enough. There's something that's missing, man, because you got a lot of stuff where kids are like, you know, I feel alone, or I want to hurt myself, or something like that. You know, whereas in the hood, you don't see that, but they got different shit that they're dealing with. You feel me? So yeah, I've been teaching for 15 years. I actually started running because of one of my kids that I coached basketball. He actually was diagnosed with cancer at the time, and you know, a strong, tall, you know, black kid or whatever, young, 20. At the time, he was 23, and he comes to me. He's like, "Yo, Rodriguez, man, I got cancer." And, you know, like, we're going to get through this, Ra. You know, his name is Rashim, and we're going to get through it. And he told me in November, March of the next year is when he passed or whatever. You know, he didn't make it. But, you know, I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, this is a young man, healthy, strong, and if cancer could affect him and take him, I need to change my lifestyle. You know what I mean? I got to, you know, ease up on the cuchifritos and all that. You know,
There goes
the,
like
I
a
know.
life.
the Coronas and stuff like that.
You
and,
heard that, fat boy?
you know, so I feel like I needed to make a change. You know what I mean? I needed to change the way I was living. And running did that for me, man. And, you know, it cleared my thoughts, it cleared my outlook. I started losing weight. And again, like I said, man, every person that I meet, I'm like, yo, I run. You should come running with me, you know? And because it changed my life, and I'm pretty sure it will change yours.
So, for a person that's sitting at home right now saying, I ain't getting up, Jonathan, what would you...
I'm at the gym. Hey,
What,
don't judge the
what are
book by
the
its cover.
benefits?
This guy,
Like,
este gordito trabaja duro.
what would you say are the benefits of, like, running?
Honestly, like I said, man, if you feel better, right, or if you look better, you're going to feel better.
You ain't never gonna look better, John.
You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like,
Haters
so
gonna hate.
the more you run, right, the harder your body's working, right? I mean, let's get technical, right? You got to work harder to get the oxygen to your muscles and all this other shit, and your blood starts flowing better. Like, honestly, my thoughts were clearer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started losing weight. I started feeling better about myself. I had more energy. You know,
Your
like,
thoughts are different.
right? You know, because when you're just chilling on the couch, you feel tired just sitting on the couch because
You
it's
wake
just like
up
there's no
tired.
energy. You're not creating any energy.
You ever woke up tired? After like a 3 hour, after like a 15-hour nap, nigga, you wake up
Yo,
tired?
you don't even feel like you slept.
Yeah,
Like, did I
like,
sleep?
that's just disgusting.
You
son.
mad that you
That's
like,
why I
damn,
actually
my
thought
sister-
about like going vegan at one point because everybody gets in their meat talking and they're like, yo, you even start feeling better, thinking better, and everything.
Absolutely. You
I'll
shit
save
better.
that. I'll save that after Thanksgiving this year. Hold on, I got one more Thanksgiving in me. So.
So
Nah,
the rest
ask
of the
a
week-
vegan. They shit better. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. Like you're not constipated because you're not putting all that junk in your body.
Oh my.
You
Have
know,
you
but-
thought of?
Hey yo.
Are you? No.
Go ahead.
You're not putting shit in your ass, but
Nah, have you thought of like going vegan?
I did it for a month.
it's hard. It's hard.
It's tough, man.
drove-
Chuletas are something else, man.
I'm just saying.
But a lot of my
what? When
teammates
you-
are vegan.
When you're in a Spanish household, it's hard, son. 'Cause I told my mom that shit, nigga, I pulled up to the crib. The first thing she had ribs on the table. How can I say no to ribs? That shit was like a week long.
You know, it's funny. When I was in high school, I was on a Muslim trip or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat meat. Fuck the swine and all this other stuff. Man, it was the hardest thing. Have you
I
ever
could
smelled a
imagine.
chuleta? Like,
God.
Yo, son, on the grill, son.
On the
you know what I'm
Boys
saying?
and song and everything
It
on
is
it.
probably the hardest thing to ever do. Like, not eat a chuleta when it's frying.
Yo.
But you keep saying that you ran to lose weight after doing research.
I don't think it was
see
to
anything
lose
like,
weight.
or like to I don't know to get fit. But it was like you didn't look like you were fat or anything like sloppy.
I think it was more to save my life. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about, I mean, I wanted to lose a couple of pounds, but after a while, it was like, my blood pressure was high, my asthma, this, that, and the third. Like, I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm not even gonna hit 40 the way I'm going.
East New York too.
You know? Well, that's a different way of dying. But, you know, I felt like, yo, if I don't change my lifestyle, I'm gonna, so it started with that. Like, yo, I wanna live. And then it was like, yo, hold up. I wanna have, like, I love this shit. Like, I'm having fun doing this. And I wanna include everybody I know. Let's go out there and run and let's have a good time. Because once you do it, I'm telling y'all, you probably think I'm talking shit, but once you try it, you're like, yo, this is lit. Like, I want to do this again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Ask anyone that's sitting here. They'll tell you the same thing. Like, yo, running by yourself sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're bored. It's just you and your headphone, your beats or whatever. But once you run with your crew, like you're chilling, you're conversing, you know what I mean? You're having a good time, and you don't even realize that you ran 3 miles. You know what I'm saying? Like, Alex, I'm telling you, come out tomorrow, man. You're gonna be like, yo, we did 3-4 miles?
He's like crickets. He's like,
I have a wedding tomorrow. My guy.
Right. On a Thursday.
Funny enough, I say that as a joke, but I legit have a wedding.
he lying.
All right, tomorrow look at my snaps. Y'all see me at a wedding. I'm like, yo, I try to make
Alex is gonna be
it,
like,
but I had a wedding. All right, y'all gonna laugh
gotta look
now.
good.
Y'all gonna laugh until y'all see that shit like, this nigga had a wedding. Y'all gonna look at my story and be like, oh shit, this
I
nigga had a
the type
wedding.
that he
my
will
nigga.
pay for fake weddings. Son. Just
Y'all, now, what about next Thursday? Can we talk about next Thursday?
Every Thursday.
I mean, I
Corona
want to
Diner,
try.
man.
I want to try.
That number's gonna change by next
Nah, I got you. No, because I got to release the
He's like,
episode. I
next
got to call
Thursday,
him
he's gonna be like,
anyway
yo, my
and follow up
goldfish
with him and
died.
everything.
Yo, the only time we don't run is like if there's lightning and shit. Like, I don't want nobody getting struck by lightning. Wepa
I
does
heard
not have insurance, man.
The weather ain't going to be too good next week either.
Ah, here we go.
it's hurricane season. I was like, it's hurricane season.
Nah, but, okay. So, let's just say for a person like me, and everybody in here decides to show up with me next week. Are we in Team Wepa? Or do we got to get, like, jumped in or something like that?
Nah.
I'm gonna 5 miles.
You gotta get a $150.
You got to get 23 miles and come back.
You gotta run 5 miles.
Go get me a
and
cheesecake, fam.
And you better jog. I'm gonna follow you in my car, nigga.
Go get me a cheesecake in New York. Like, we got to come back. Nah, like,
All right, so, you know, people come, Cynthia, for example.
Cynthia is- that's
young
your-
lady to your left. She came the first time. She came to Corona Diner, right? And she's like, hey, you know.
Before, I'm sorry
Go
to
ahead.
cut you off. I don't think that's a proper place to
Word.
meet. Like,
Nah, can you
perfect.
tell
You
me
got
where
Corona
Corona
Diner.
Diner? I'm online looking at the menu.
Like, why am I running? Hold
I'm like,
up.
oh, we running?
Nah, it's
Like,
perfect.
yo,
I just ordered a cheeseburger. Like, yo,
But
get straight
continue.
to the
Like,
lady.
maybe you should do it like at
A vegan spot.
a fat person's like
Word, 'cause he
conventional
won't eat
center.
Like, damn, I get
Like-
church butt to run down.
Like where fat people
Nah,
meet or
nah,
some
nah,
shit
nah.
like
Where do fat people meet?
fatpeoplemeet.com. I don't know, nigga, like I got the website.
Tell me, where do fat people meet?
Like I got
Well, they
the
gotta
website,
hang out?
nigga. All right, nah, but
All right, so, you know, so like, for example, a person like Cynthia, like she, I guess through social media, she found us or whatever. And she's like, you know, asking questions the first time and all this other stuff, asking about sneakers and the group and all this other stuff.
Oh, shit,
and
she
then,
trying to look stylish out here.
you know,
Match
and
your colors.
you know, eventually she just like blended right in. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, okay, I want to hang out with you guys more. I want to run. It's like literally, it's like we hanging out. It's not even like we're running. You know what I mean? Like people are training for a marathon or a race, and they may have a goal in mind or whatever. But for the most part, we're just like honestly running and trying to accomplish something together.
Alex is the type he'll show up. He'll go to all the right, buy a new tracksuit just to pull up, like matching with his sneakers and a headband. And still running.
Look, Jonathan has never ran anything. That nigga ran for student council for one period. I was like, I'm done. That nigga's never ran anything in history. So nigga never ran the streets. Nigga never ran anything. That nigga don't ever think about running something. But anyway, if I show up,
You show up and you know you come a few times and we feel like yo Alex is about this, like he's serious. Because there's people that show up once and then they never come back.
No.
It may not be for them.
How many Puerto Ricans you got? Female Puerto Ricans.
Female Puerto Ricans. So
don't answer the damn question. Don't answer the damn question.
that's why I'm really here, right?
Don't even answer the damn question, son.
You know?
Alex has a certain weakness for certain individuals.
Okay.
From a certain Caribbean area.
My wife is Dominican, but my
You living wrong. No offense.
listen, she's watching right now, so
No. Shout out
Alex,
to her. She's a nice
she's in
lady.
Corona, Alex.
I seen her. I seen her on Instagram. Shout out to her.
No, so like, you know, my cousin, obviously, she's Puerto Rican. Jan, she's actually one of the first ones that started with us. And I got a few, maybe a handful, my sister and another lady, Jackie.
I'll be there.
But it's mostly, honestly, it's mostly Dominicans, man.
You're in
I don't-
Corona. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I don't want Wepa.
Oh, shit.
And I wanted to say that. Right. She's actually Dominican. Don't let her fool you. But
Is she?
listen.
Not because she's talking about pasola. She's like, oh, you got a pasola? Oh,
Yo, wait. She did say pasola. Hold up, son. Is she? I don't know. She probably like Haydin China Dominican. You know what I'm saying? Like she like, yo, they got the Dominican food and everything. But there you go. She's saying it perfectly too. Like,
So I don't want Wepa to be a Puerto Rican thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to say, well, I can't be a part of that because they're just Puerto Rican or whatever the case may be.
That's Jonathan
You
over
understand
here
what I'm saying?
fucking-
No.
you know,
Yes.
make it.
Because people see the word Wepa, I'm like, yo, they
Well,
associate
honestly,
it like,
I thought, honestly
it was
speaking,
a Puerto Rican thing.
Well, I thought it was a Dominican thing at
Ah,
first.
okay.
I was
Nah,
like,
but
okay,
everybody
Dominicans
says
out here running. And obviously you, like, I didn't even know, but that's the thing, because where we are in Corona, like I said, one
Right,
in every
right.
20 Dominicans is Puerto Rican. Like, I never seen a Puerto Rican flag out in Corona. We're in Corona.
only on, what, June 6th, is it?
something like that, the 9th or the 10th.
Or the 9th. That's the only time you see a Puerto Rican flag in Corona.
All right, we're going to have Max out there, too, with the Colombian flag. We going to do this.
The only nigga outside right now.
I did a spoiler race though.
That was that. What? That was like 2 miles?
20 years ago?
He talking like when he was in high school. Do that
Oh,
shit
shit.
now, nigga. Do that shit now, nigga.
Oh, you got a shot of my niggas pulled up on the low?
Do that shit now, son.
But but like Jackie, like I want it to be more of a diverse thing. Like so we came up with an acronym: work, excel, persevere, achieve. Because again, I don't want people to say, you know, that's a black thing, that's a white thing, that's a Puerto Rican thing. I want everybody to say, listen, I want to be a part of that thing because they're trying to do something better. You know what I mean? They have a common goal, whether it's health, whether it's whatever, losing weight, whether it's trying to achieve a faster pace in the race, whatever it is. I want people to all feel invited. And I think Jackie felt invited from day one. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, well, you know, these guys are all Puerto Rican, so they're going to act a certain way and we're going to shun you out. I want everybody to say, listen, that's a group that's about something positive. They're trying to do something right. I want to be part of that, and that's my objective. I want to be able to inspire, like you said, people that are on the couch, people that never run before, like come out there because nobody gets left behind. I don't care if you're 100 pounds or if you're 800 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like your objective, my objective is to inspire you to keep coming out and, you know what I mean, like pushing yourself. Like you said, pushing your body to the limit. Keep pushing yourself because you don't realize that, yo, maybe you today you run one block. You know what? Tomorrow you're gonna run 2.
Y'all heard
the
that?
day after that you're gonna run 3, and then Nicole ran 10 miles the other day. You know, and she was like, "Gee, I can't believe." You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe I did that. Like, how did that happen? Because you put in the work. You know what I'm saying? You believe that you can do it. You know, if the mind believes, the body can achieve. You know what I'm saying? And you know, once you do it, it's like you're like, holy shit! I just ran from Astoria to motherfucking Rockaway Beach, you know, and it's because of the support of the group, the support of the people around you that allow you to help you make that happen.
There's no lie, son. Y'all like that word. Look, everybody over there with their eye open, like, what was that quote again? The mind believes.
Shout to my man Algoon, man.
No, we
He's
talking
on the
shout
next
him
rap
every
lyric.
episode.
I actually know Al from a couple of years ago. We tried to do a little clothing line Cosa Buena.
Oh, I
And
remember that. The CB.
CB, yes.
Don't worry about how I know about that, John. To do your research.
He saw the Where You At Boy video. Yeah, man. So Al supported us from the very beginning, man. And that was another venture that we might visit again. But
he was mad hype when I told him, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I know him. And I was like, before I could tell him, like, cool. So next week, right? He's like, yo, I told him for tomorrow. Like, familia. Like, all right, cool. Like, well, yeah, Good and Nicole at the same time called you, and I
Yeah.
I didn't want to introduce myself like right away because then we would start talking like, yo, how long you done this? I don't really like doing that with the guests because these niggas over here found out that you went to you was from Flatbush. I was like, can y'all save it for the show? That's no problem. You want to have the whole interview sitting down, no mic,
Alex
to
had
then
ammo.
act
He was
surprised
already
later
stalking. He
on.
had all the information
To
already
then
knew.
act
He's like,
surprised afterwards, like, oh, you from Flatbush and you Puerto Rican?
it's funny because like I call my girls the Wepa Giels, right? And that's that's how Jamaicans will say girl or whatever, or I'll say tings. And people are like looking at me like you're a light-skinned Puerto Rican. Why are you talking about giels and tings? And but that's part of who I am. That's how I was raised, and I was raised in that environment, so it's part of me. And I want to be able to bring as much part of me into what I'm doing as I can.
That's dope. I personally want to run now, guys.
No, you don't.
Let's go. Let's run right now. Fuck it,
I
man.
would do it right now.
shit.
What's up? I'll do it right now, son.
You take a 2-minute
I got my
exercise.
sneakers in the car. Yo, I was really gonna dress up in a tracksuit today.
You got your sneakers
Goon,
on right now,
Didn't
man.
I tell you I was gonna dress up in a tracksuit just in case shit pops off? We could just run around this block right now. Like, all right, get your
Boys,
fastest
we got
runner
no
from
running.
Get your fastest runners.
Listen, those goon sweatsuits are gonna be at that pop-up shop next week.
I see
So
what he did.
you know what I mean?
Wait, he got the goose sweat.
Oh,
so
by the
he's
way,
ready too.
y'all all invited to the pop-up shop next week, taking place at this very location. So I'm guessing you already know
Oh,
about it.
I'm here.
Are you gonna be in attendance?
I'm here. He better have the XL on deck, man.
Can y'all please come here? I'll be here live
here.
DJ, and I'm gonna be doing a live show.
DJing.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the live show. I'm just talking shit. I
Not
just
the
like to make myself feel good and shit. Like, yo, you know what? Let me DJ for you, son. Let me do this for you. Yo, so being from Brooklyn and then running, did anybody over there like find that weird? Like, what the hell you doing?
So one of my closest friends from high school, my man Fred, known him for 20 years. He was getting into some shit when we was younger, and as we got older. He's listening probably, so I'm not trying to put him on blast or anything. But anyhow, he saw me running in Queens because his daughter lives in Queens or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, I never had beef with G like that. Let me reach out." And he thought about it, saw me again, and he was like, "Yo, I'm really gonna reach out." And he came out, and it's changed his life. It's changed his perspective on everything because now it's like he has a purpose. Like it's not just about running the streets. Like he's really running the streets. You know what I mean? On a different level now. So when I'm doing this, it's crazy because I hear all these different testimonies and people thanking me like, "Yo, G, thank you because of you. I'm doing this now. I've lost weight. I've accomplished this goal. Whatever." And to me, it's not me. It's you doing it. I just set the platform. I just put this together. It's you guys that are putting the work in. You know what I mean? Like you're doing this, right? You're doing this podcast or whatever. But without all these dudes back here, this is not happening. Without all this equipment, it doesn't go down. So they got a word. Shout out to the shout out to the goons.
I guess. All right. Without y'all be nobody. Go ahead. Continue.
But yeah, man. So those testimonies is what keeps me going. Because there's days that I'm like, yo, I'm tired, man. To keep it a buck, like I don't even want to do this sometimes. But it's listening to those testimonies, listening to the effects that it has on so many different humans, that it makes me say, you know what, I got to be up there Tuesday at the track. I got to be at Corona Dine on a Thursday. Make sure that I'm there to make sure that they know that this is still going on and we set this, this environment for them to keep going.
This is a stupid question. Is there a difference between running in the streets and running on a treadmill?
Yeah, absolutely. We call it the dreadmill.
No, because I see some people like at the gym, and then I've heard like other people. I've heard other people like make.
It does affect your knees. The thing with the treadmill, man, you're staring at the same thing the whole time while you're running, right? Whereas opposed when you're running the streets, you're actually exploring the urban community. You know what I'm saying? You're exploring like, yo, like I said before, yo, this shit was here before. Like I didn't even know this was here. Like this graffiti piece or this restaurant is over here, whatever the case may be, right? it's a different level and it's not boring. And if you ever walk the street, you'll notice that there's inclines, right? And you can put the incline on the treadmill, but it's not the same, you know. So
Especially if you're running in the Bronx.
It's definitely, uphill. Uptown is crazy. Shout out to Root Crew. There's a crew uptown that's all they do is run hills on a Monday night. But it makes you a stronger runner.
The niggas got the calf muscles of death.
Yo, if you
Nah,
have to come
man.
get kicked by one of them niggas, beat. Right for you, son.
But it's definitely different, man. Like running on the treadmill is boring as fuck, man. So I prefer to be out in the streets, honestly.
I mean, you a big dude. You look like you in the gym here and there.
I was.
Like I'm a big too, like, but it don't show on me. 'Cause the type of apron I'm wearing right now, I'm trying to. But
you know, it's great. So I was going to the gym. I don't even remember there was a powerhouse on 99th Street in Corona.
Was it?
99 and what now?
99 and 50 between 57 and 58.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it's true. Before they put the
Powerhouse.
Yes.
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 There's nothing
Yes.
there right now,
Yeah,
but
the Superman is like a
it's next to
big-
Rite Aid.
Yeah,
Yes.
Right. So, you know, I was hitting the gym, whatever, but I was getting all swollen. I was like, this is not what I want. I can't even fit shirts, you know what I mean? Like I need to like
That's what Alex
drop.
goes through all the time.
Let me get you a workout, cause that's what I'm trying to do. Get swole. It's not working.
You know, and my blood pressure was still high. My asthma was still kicking, you know, so it was like it wasn't
So
really
you do
doing
have
it for
high
me.
blood pressure.
I still do actually. I think it runs in my family, and I think that's
I
the
think
problem.
you're Latino. Naturally, it runs to you.
Yeah,
Well, all
yeah.
the sazon we got.
Yeah, there you go. And
Let me
the-
tell you, because in the
the
morning
tostones.
time when I eat, what is it that I eat in the morning? I don't know what the hell I eat in the morning. I eat whatever the hell I can. But I
Has
eat,
a Big
I
Mac
eat
for
something
breakfast.
on the weekends when I wake up that like it makes my head feel. It's not like a headache, but it's something. And then I
know
googled
what
it. and
you-
It was like it might be your high blood pressure.
Too much
I was
salt.
Like, yeah, it's salt. It's sodium and all that.
Nah, Molly's.
Yo, leave my hookah alone, my
All that shit you
niggas.
be eating.
Leave my hookah alone. Because let me tell
Oh,
you,
you
if
eat
I gotta-
hookah for
if-
breakfast?
Yo,
if it's possible.
don't go
That's
to
probably
sleep
one
for
of
the
the
day
reasons
before.
why I don't want to give up, why I don't want to run right now. Because I got like these events coming with hookah involved. So I'm like, wait, I want to be set for the
You want to
right
be
time.
considerate at the events.
Yo, you
There's
gonna
no
go
hookah.
running, son?
I might do it. I might do it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He's gonna, yo, you heard that?
I'm a
You heard
awkward
that, son?
silence, even though you won't.
Awkward Silence will be in attendance.
Let's go.
Cameraman, are you running? All right, you ain't got bad. Osuna, you running?
I got to at every restaurant with some water.
Are you running? Darby, we running? Get them Pumas ready, my brother. Get them Pumas ready. We running. Oh, you got Nikes? All right, cool. I got some Nikes in the
What's
trunk.
funny, the kicks are very important, man, because if you ain't got the proper cushioning or whatever, the support, your feet will be hurting and your knees will be all jacked
what's some
up.
good proper sneakers you could rock?
I mean, you got Nikes, you got, Sauconys, whatever, Brooks. You gotta look for running sneakers. You gotta look what works for you, man. Depends on how we land, how our feet land. If you need more cushioning. Some people don't need that much cushioning. So it all
Them
depends.
Air Maxes?
Nah. Those are lifestyle, man.
Out the
Those are
window.
lifestyle. Yeah, those are all lifestyle. Yeah, that's the chill. It looks
not
like a
too
running
stunt, he's
sneaker.
like, not too stunt, but
Not to stunt,
I
but
It's
it's like
lifestyle.
sporty, but he don't run at all.
I got Jordans in the trunk. I got 13s in the trunk. That are those?
Now try to play ball in those 13s. It's not happening.
Nah.
Nah, man.
Only Jordan made it look cool. Nobody else.
Never
Yo,
mind. So I'm gonna have
nobody
to buy
else.
some runners then or some
There
shit.
you go. Let's get it.
Damn, but yo, I swear to God, I'm going. It's on Thursday. All right, what's the difference? You said Thursdays is running outside in the streets. When do you
so
run
we
the
do
track?
we do a social run on Thursdays from Corona Diner, like I said, and then track is on Tuesday in Astoria Park, the track over there. And what we'll do is when you come to Tuesday, it may not just be track work. We may do hill repeats, or we may run the Triborough Bridge and back into Randall's Island and back.
What's the
So
day that you do the minimum
nah, man, don't worry about that. Just show up, man.
I don't want to be surprised. Like, God damn, we doing 5 miles. Shit.
I'm all for it. son.
Dude, I'm on like.
I might be
the
joking this
Stairmaster
whole
level
episode,
3
but
right
I'm
now.
all for it. You can count me in.
Nah,
on the stairs.
don't worry about if it's 3, 5, 10. Just show up.
I got a wedding tomorrow, but next week, y'all laughing.
Nah,
next
man.
week,
I got a wedding. I'm letting y'all know I got a wedding tomorrow.
Who's wedding? Who's getting
Oh.
married? Oh, he.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
fam.
he's
Listen.
working the wedding. Yeah. He's
All right,
working the
well,
wedding.
after the wedding, the following week, I will
Let's
be
go.
there on Thursday, Corona Diner, you said. What
That's
time
right,
do y'all guys
right.
meet up?
We meet up at 7:45. We start running at 8 o'clock, man.
Let's do this. See, that's the
go,
type of
let's
people you
go.
need to surround yourselves with. 7:45, you said?
7:45 we meet up. We
know,
start
that's-
our run at 8 o'clock.
That's good because we used to do the show on Thursdays.
Uh-huh.
So for some reason, I told you guys that we should change it to Wednesdays.
He's gonna use his haircut as an excuse.
Oh, wait a minute.
Your haircut.
Thursdays is haircut. Hold
That's
up.
what I'm saying.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Right.
That day, that was a
Listen, I've heard it all, man.
So
I've
now
heard it all.
he's like he's telling you to move your schedule to Friday.
Yeah, y'all could do like
Oh no,
Friday.
but you go to PA's Friday.
Listen,
Friday, I'm in
I got
PA.
people that tell me they got their dog and they got to take them to parent-teacher conferences and shit. Like, hey, man, you know, once you're there, I guess your nerves get eased and then you realize, like, this is not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, we're not racing. You know, we're not like, it's not I know you say you were competitive, but it's not a competition.
You'll be competitive as fuck.
You know? We're just trying to accomplish something together, man. That's all it is. It's not, and I don't like people that put people down because, oh, you don't run fast enough or you're not, you know, you don't run this pace. That shit is all bullshit, man. We all run different paces. We all put it in the work. So why is it that, you know, people got to put other people down? You feel me?
That's the thing. I mean, I'm all for it. Like,
Let's go, man. I'm telling you, you guys, you're going to get addicted, man.
yo, Darby, you already read books, my brother. We probably missing the body motion now, you know what I'm saying?
Other
We probably
keys.
missing the body motion
Other
now.
keys.
Huh? Get them legs, my brother. I'm telling you, son. I'm out here. I used to be athletic in high school.
Right.
So then I got a car and I was like, all right, I'm not going nowhere walking or nothing. Anything that gotta get me to cross 2 blocks, like, nah, I'm looking for parking over there. So it's a difference. Like,
And it's funny because you look at him as he's slim or whatever.
He's the most.
That's
But he
another
may
thing.
be out of
He's the most
shape. You know what I mean?
unhealthiest.
But that's another thing.
Alex got a dad
For
bod.
us-
He don't got no kids.
For us slim people, would we like lose so much weight, like, and disappear? Like, man, I don't want to be anorexic now. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just, cause my cousin, right? Like, I got a big cousin, not like you, but he big for his size. And he started doing
Is he outside right now?
no, he started doing what's this type of workout?
P90X or some shit.
No, it's it starts with a C, but whatever.
CrossFit.
CrossFit. And dude, like, I'm fatter than him now. And I'm talking about this dude was a big security guard type of kid, and now I'm fatter than him.
Wow.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, now if I start running and I go vegan, am I gonna be like?
I mean, your body's gonna change, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And you put it in different work. You're doing something different. Is it gonna change completely? I mean, that's how much. It all depends on what you put in. You know what I'm saying? Like, your body's gonna plateau as well. Like, you know, I was 250 pounds when I started. I dropped 30 pounds. Like, I melted 30 pounds like in 6 months. But then it was hard to go underneath that. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, all right, now it's a challenge. And then, you know, we're running. Sometimes you get hurt and stuff like that. So it's not always you're gonna be running and getting better. So, you know, it all depends on how much work you're allowed to put in.
Do you guys strive for like longer races, or do you just keep it stagnant? Like, all right,
Right now, I mean, so Nades, I know you're familiar with Nades. He's running 3 marathons this year, which is kind of unheard of, man, because, you know, a marathon puts a lot of toll on your body. You know what I'm saying? So he just did Berlin. In a couple of weeks, he's doing Chicago, and then he's gonna do New York City after that. These are his first 3 marathons. The next step would probably be an ultra marathon, which is 30 miles or whatever the case may be. And then there's other things like Speed Project or Hood to Coast, where you're running 199 miles as a team. So it may be like,
what's the one that they do? Like, you run, jump on a bike, then swim.
that's a triathlon.
Oh, that shit.
That's a triathlon. See, my ass can't swim, so I would never do one of
We
those.
skipped that one. Yo, that shit's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
you know why? Because shout out to Nicole. You want to say something on the mic, by the way? Told you I'll call you out. Cause I saw her video and she was so emotional on it.
Yes.
And I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It's touching.
Yes, absolutely.
You want to talk a little about that? Your experience? What got you so choked
Listen, all I
up?
have to say is I was very proud of myself.
How many miles was
And I
that?
have to give credit to the coach and the team as well because honestly, I couldn't run on the block. Like, I couldn't run anywhere. Like, if the cops were behind me, I would have been arrested
That's
already.
it. She would give up. That's it. He got the drugs.
He got
Like,
the
we gotta-
drugs,
let's
you
go.
know, that's
All right,
it.
Let's
But
go. Let's get this book.
I got very emotional because I ran, I think it was 6 miles.
First
Okay.
time.
First time ever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, first time. I got my medal at the end too, so that yo. it
That's what I'm
was-
saying.
Lit.
I run 6 miles. I don't care if we practicing. I want a medal. Somebody get me a medal, my nigga.
He's like, I ain't leaving until I get my medal.
Huh? I just want the medal.
I
Just to
think
say.
Alex would buy it. He'll stop the race and go buy it. He's like, nigga, I got a medal too, nigga.
You know,
But then, like, it's events like that. Like, your family came out, right? Everyone came out for you.
Well, that day, no, actually.
All right, I saw the
No,
raw
it was
pictures.
very last minute, but I had my cousin that was there, My nephew was there, which lives in Florida, so I was blessed to have him there.
Well, I didn't mean like your whole generation. I mean, you had some people
But
there
I
supporting you.
yes, I had a little support.
So that's what I'm
there,
saying.
so I
Like
was
these things is
excited.
big. These things are
That's
big
important.
for people.
Listen, the reason why I got super emotional is, let's be real. You want to get fit. You go to the gym. You go to the gym for like a week and you go mad hard. And by the end of the week, you're like, where my abs at? So you're looking for
Everybody.
abs and you don't see them, right? But like, listen, I started running about a year ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about a year
Yeah.
ago.
What?
Astoria.
Yeah, like about a year ago.
She wasn't as consistent as she is now.
I wasn't consistent at all. I went to the track in Astoria, which is pretty intense. I learned, a little
Don't
the
tell her that.
ways.
He's not gonna come on Tuesday.
No, but it was good. Like it was a good intense.
She gonna text me
And
later.
I saw a very big improvement in myself in a short period of time. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, why not? Like jump in there, sign up for a run, get my medal at the end, and cry, like do the ugly cry.
And have people photograph it. Jonathan, that could be us, but you be playing. I want to see you in tears when you do it.
Nigga, if I
Did
run
you
6
go-
miles, nigga, I'm gonna
I
be in
would
tears
love
regardless.
to see
nigga.
Jonathan in tears.
Yeah,
right?
I'll be in tears regardless.
No, listen.
I'll be the whole time. Nigga, when are we gonna stop?
I think he's
can't
gonna be
feel my
crying the
side
second
ribs.
that like he starts running. This nigga's gonna
That
be
little
crying.
side-
Nah, I
Hey,
think
there
I
you
think
go.
the first time I see like 5 miles left, I'm like, God damn. I think from that.
No,
point-
because did you go on his page? Jonathan don't even know who the guest was. I was on your page.
Right.
And I saw that very like another emotional video, like when you did your
The
first
marathon.
You did your first marathon, right?
First and only marathon.
Is that like a goal or something like?
It all depends on the person, right? Like, you know, I
Because
mean,
now
if you-
I'm saying, because I'm sorry, to cut you
Go
off. I'm
ahead.
saying, now you're bringing up Nadies and you're like proudly saying how he's doing his first marathons and everything. So it's
Right,
like,
right.
man, like the marathon is like the finals or something like.
I mean, yeah, for a lot of runners, yeah, that's the biggest race. You know what I'm saying? Like completing a marathon. Like only 5% of humans have actually completed a marathon. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's a big, that's a big achievement. You know, yeah, that was probably one of the biggest highlight of my life was, besides the birth of my 2 sons, but like seeing them on marathon day and like knowing what my body went through, you know, the 4 months of training trying to get to that point. And I was actually hurt. I don't know if you've seen the video while I'm limping and whatnot, but you know, that was a proud moment. Just, I wish it could have ended right there. Like I was at mile 21, like, yo, let's finish this shit right here. I see my kids, I see my wife. I'm good, man. But I still have 5 more miles to go. But you know,
Oh, so they like meet you somewhere.
so
and
we
they
have
gotta
cheer
keep going?
zones. We have cheer zones, right? So like I said, we have multiple crews in New York City, all over the world or whatever. So like mile 21 for a marathon is a big cheer zone where all the different crews get together. In a half marathon is usually like mile 10, 11. It's kind of like where you need that last push, right? So people usually gather or whatever in that space because they know you need that. If you're at mile 11 and it's 2 miles left, that's gonna push you to get through those 2 miles. If you're in a marathon, that 21st mile is gonna get you to that 26th mile, right? Because you know, like, yo, my people's out here, they putting in that work, they out there cheering, confetti, and all that other shit, and it's gonna get you. Those emotions are gonna carry you to the end. You know what I mean? So
That's pretty dope. Like when I saw the video of everybody throwing confetti on him and shit, like I'm sitting there like, yeah, no, my bad. What am I doing?
You gotta run 20 miles. You gotta run.
But it's surprising because you're the coach.
Right,
So
right.
like honestly, like for anybody on your page, you would think that you've done this for like 10 years invested or whatever. So just to see how far you've come along
Right.
off of the strength of 3 years, and like Nicole said, in 1
Like,
year
you feel
she did her
like, you feel
marathon.
like you gotta keep going. A lot of people.
Whatever the hell it was. You know
So
what I mean.
yeah, so I've been injured. I've had this nerve issue in my foot or whatever for the last 2 years, right? But it's them, like it's the team that keeps me going. It keeps, like, if it wasn't for them, I would probably like, yo, let me just rest my foot and chill and cut this shit out because I'm not getting any better. But the fact that they count on me and they depend on me to be there, that's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? So like, we might have a 6 mile run or a 7 mile run and I'm not feeling well. I'm like, yo guys, I'm gonna run 3 or 4 and then, you know, we'll go back to where we need to go. But, you know, when you have that responsibility, you kind of have to keep pushing, you know what I mean? So to make sure that they accomplish their goals.
That's dope. Like, have you ever thought about, like, obviously seeing that many people running behind you or whatever the case is, running aside of you? I don't want
Right.
to phrase it the wrong way. But, like, seeing the many people that you influence Like, do you ever sit back to think like, damn, like I've changed all these people's lives? Like,
That's why I keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that I was able to inspire, and listen, I'm not trying to take any credit, but whoever starts a movement and is able to inspire people that weren't even thinking about this, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that they're accomplishing stuff, like you said, Nicole ran a 10K and she was emotional. That gives me life. You know what I mean? That keeps me, that makes me want to keep going, because it's like, yo, I just helped her accomplish something that she never thought she could. You know, or like Nades. He accomplished, like Nades came, he just wanted to get in the fire department. He just wanted to be able to run like half a mile in a certain time or whatever so he can make to become a firefighter. And from there, he's running marathons. You know, my wife, like you guys made a joke before about, I'm gonna run to the bar or run to McDonald's. My wife would make a joke, yeah, I'm gonna run to the bar. Now she runs more than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's running half marathons. She's out in Puerto Rico running, you know, challenges. So the fact that I'm affecting people that are important to me and that I value, you know what I mean, like their companionship or whatever, that makes me feel good. That gives me, I guess it gives me purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about me, man. It's about setting a platform so that they can accomplish their goals.
Well, so it's like a break from
That was deep, bro. That was pretty deep.
That was deep. Hold on, that was deep. That made me run. I'm running my trunk and I'm running around this block after this.
It also gives people like something to do, like whatever they're going through their week. They're like, yo, I'm gonna look forward to Thursdays to once I clear my mind.
I'm gonna keep it
Look
100.
forward.
I would rather run 3 miles than go to the fucking club. Like, to be honest with you, like, we go to a club, you get a whatever, you get a Corona, you get some hookah and whatever. I'd rather
and
run.
take Molly's afterwards.
Don't knock the
I mean,
hookah.
If you were into running, I think that now you would have
Don't
swept that
knock the
Molly off.
hookah. Listen, all right, here's a stupid question.
No question is stupid.
For my potheads in attendance right now, do they have to give up smoking?
I know people that actually smoke before they start running.
See, after running, it's like that.
Damn shame.
Alex.
Well, they're drinking. Look, he's drinking himself.
Because weed
Oh,
relaxes
while
you,
you're running? No. You guys said you guys run and then
then
go
we
to
drink.
bars.
Yeah,
But then
we
they drink
drink.
after.
Right.
Don't drink while you're running. You know what you do to your stomach?
There's actually
Can I just say that you appreciate the trees more as you when you smoke, you start running.
Oh.
You heard
and you're
that,
gonna run,
Jonathan?
you know what?
Jonathan's
motivated
about
now. I'm motivated now. I'm motivated. Thursday, after Alex skips his haircut.
Hey, I gotta keep this beard looking good.
listen, there was actually there's a crew called Goldfinger Track Club, and they do something called a beer mile. So what you do is,
heard about that.
so there's a mile, you do 4 laps, right? So after every lap, you chug a beer and then you keep going. And there's a race. Whoever finishes first gets the whatever.
This sounds like all type of. Now this is getting interesting. Hold up. This is sounding a little bit interesting. Hold up. We might.
Sign me up for that.
You try to start a team? What day is that? That's on Mondays. That's on Mondays.
Fridays.
So wait, they run 4 laps, grab a beer.
So every lap they'll stop, grab a beer, and then you gotta run. You gotta drink 4 beers, but you gotta run the 4 laps in between.
Can we do this? Is
Yeah,
this something
let's do it. I'll post it when it happens again. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in there. That I could do.
Just don't pass out, man. I said we ain't got insurance, man.
Wait, so your team registration doesn't come with insurance in there? If I collapse in the middle of a race or a marathon?
Yeah, you on your own, man. You know.
Them niggas will run
I mean,
like
we'll
Alex,
pick you
they're
up
trying
and
to
shit,
wake you
but
Them niggas is dreading this.
All that confetti, my brother. There goes all that confetti, son. I want to try it. How many people are actually going to try that on Thursday after my wedding?
after his wedding.
Darby, Thursday, my brother, don't make no plans. Like after my haircut, Corona Diner, right? Corona Diner?
Like that's how you don't see niggas are gonna show.
We're not even, I'm not picking you up. We jogging from our house.
How you jog to a jog?
We gonna jog to a jog just to be like, yo, we already did our.
Listen, you gotta
guys.
warm up. You gotta warm up somehow.
Yo, these two niggas, you'll let. Niggas,
Do you have warm up?
yo, these two niggas won't make it past
we
Linden
stretch, we do
Boulevard,
all
nigga. These two won't make it past Linden Boulevard because the McDonald's on Linden and Suffolk, nigga.
We don't eat McDonald's out here, fam.
Oh, you don't?
Chipotle.
You don't. You don't.
It's
What
like
you
the
don't?
high class,
Ah, my bad.
high class of fast food.
Chick-fil-A.
Listen, we gonna try it.
Yes,
We're gonna go.
pull up, man. Please.
Now, for anybody else that wants to join you, where can they find you?
Like I said, so it's my handle is grod418 on IG. Team Wepa NYC on IG. We don't charge a dime, man. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna get shirts, obviously we're gonna charge you because I can't pay for
I was
everything.
about to say, so how come she got a shirt on?
She paid for it.
Oh, she got a shirt on too.
You know, so you know, they're repping the set, man. But Yeah, we out there, man. We there in Astoria on Tuesdays. Thursdays we at Corona Diner. We do our long runs on Saturday with Willpower. Shout out to Team Willpower, and they're doing marathon training right now. So, any like 3 days a week, maybe 4 days a week, we out there running, you know. And again, none of us want to run by ourselves. Like I said, it's kind of corny. It gets boring after a while. So we welcome people to come out. You know, my objective is to inspire as many humans as possible to come out and push their body or whatever, push it to the limit to see what they can do. You know, one day you may run 1 mile, and the next day you run 2, you know, and then you're running 6, you're running a half marathon, you're running a marathon, and you didn't even realize that you could do it. I mean, how many of us actually watched the marathon as a kid on TV?
Never.
And you never seen it on TV?
I seen it, but
But you never thought about doing this shit, right? Like,
I seen it,
yo,
but
I never.
Like, we never even went to track class and
None of that, man. I used to watch the track girls run, you know what I mean? Because whatever. But, you know, I never thought I would be doing this. And the fact that I'm actually coaching people to actually complete a marathon is something insane. You know, when I started Team Wepa, you know, there was a lot of people, you're not a track coach. Like, you never ran track, or you're not a running coach or whatever. Fuck does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here, like, I'm trying to get people better. Like, there shouldn't be any negative or negativity towards it. You know, we trying to help people become better versions of themselves, and that's what it's all about. You know, I'm pretty sure people doubted you guys with your podcast, or you guys are not, whatever.
all the time.
You know,
Niggas ain't
But who's
talking
popping
now.
out here?
Them
Who's
niggas is
popping?
chilling in here right
absolutely 100, man. And I think that we all have to do that. Whatever it is that we want to do, we got to say, you know what, this is our objective, this is our mission. Let's go out there and do it. Fuck the naysayers, man, because they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? They're not professionals themselves, and they talking, you know, who's your accredited coach? You know, you're not a coach, and all right, good. I got 36 members out here. I got 15 people running a marathon this year. I got one that's running 3 marathons this year by himself. You know, so listen, man.
Real quick, since we know Nady. Sorry, cameraman.
Shout out to my man Nadies, man.
we know Nady's from when we was like, what, 14?
They were like 10.
Well, you know him from like 10. I know him from like 12 and 13 or whatever. What's your relationship with him?
So Nadies was actually brought on by one of our strongest members, Rose Mill. She brought him, like I said, he was training for to become a firefighter, and he got addicted himself. So he started seeing the progress that people were making, the progress he was making, and he just wanted to get better. And he got better and better and better. Like, he ran a marathon just now in 3 hours and 40 minutes. I know that you guys don't understand that, but that's pretty good for your first marathon. And the fact that he did it comfortably was insane. Our relationship is just, again, we're teammates. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you're in a team, you know, you play baseball, you become more than teammates, right? You become family, you become brothers. And that's what he is to me now. He's a brother, you know, and we want to see him succeed. So, you know, Nady's is fast as fuck, you know, as far as compared to the rest of us. So, you know, we kind of have to hold him back sometimes. Like, yo, Nady's, you know, slow down. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you to get hurt.
Are you
so,
now?
You would have seen when we were 10 years old. I used to spank you before I got the job, my nigga.
Tell him to come see us in basketball again, remember?
I used to spank
He'll
you
remember
before I
us.
got fat.
Nady's is like 6'2" or something, like he's
Used
up
to
there.
spank him before I got fat.
All right, he's 170 pounds now, so
Nah,
you know he gonna run
nah.
circles
Well,
around
you
you.
gotta change that.
Shout out to
Maybe
Nady.
I'll
Shout out to
keep it
Nady's
live.
whole
Keep it
family
live.
tree. Jerry, Javi, Casey, Raul, Steven, Brian, the Brian's brother. I don't know Brian's brother's name. Like, I always say hi to him, but whatever. The rest of the 500 of them, like, we go that way back, whatever.
Hey, he's a good dude, man.
That's dope.
Good dude.
I'm Yo, are y'all really coming Thursdays? I keep saying that, but because I want to really do this. But I don't want none of y'all to not go, and then, you know.
Already this Thursday, you got that wedding.
Well, I got a wedding tomorrow.
Oh, see, now things change.
I have a wedding
So
tomorrow.
come
how it
Tuesday,
starts.
come
That's how it
Tuesday,
starts.
Astoria.
Wait,
Astoria
what
track.
Tuesday is Astoria,
Right, same time.
and they do. You
He's like,
guys
"God
do
damn it, I
what? Track
can't
in there,
go."
or that's the one?
I honestly think that that's the easiest way to
We
transition.
don't want easy out here, fam.
Nah,
Don't do
listen,
that.
listen,
Don't do
listen,
that.
man. It's
Put me on hard mode.
It's the best way to transition into running because it's a shorter distance, right? So now you start building, like, I could do 1 lap, I could do 2 laps. You know, there's a lot of crews or whatever that they'll start, their minimum is 3 miles, 4 miles. So if this is something that, you know, you get intimidated by and you're like, damn, I can't do this 3 miles, I'm out, I'm done, right? But, you know, we try to do it where, okay, come on the track, try to do a lap, try to do 2 laps, try to do 3. And then you start building, hold up, shit, I'm doing a mile, I'm doing 2 miles, I'm doing, you know what I mean? So it's not about being easy, but just basically easing into it and
Getting
you know
your
what I'm
body
saying?
used to it.
Right. Okay, I can do this. I can handle this type of work, this workload or whatever. And then I can start building into a 5K, a 10K or whatever. You know.
Alex wants to do that and then jump a 24 like that nigga wants.
I am. You know,
he just wants
that's
to soar,
one thing.
nigga.
And you know, Max is like that too. Like, we've always been those kids in high school that's like, oh, we ran one block, I think I could do 50 now. And it's like, yo, we never want to take it slow. We want to, like, push to the next. How I'm always like, yo, that's what I'm saying. I think I could push myself to the limit.
I got a dude, Miguel, right now that's never run before until he started training for the marathon. So when you do the New York City Marathon, you either do it 2 ways. Well, we do it 3 ways. But either you run 9 races and then you volunteer for one. That's one where you qualify. Or you gotta like apply for a lottery. So my man Miguel, he actually got into the lottery and was like, holy shit, I've never run before. So like now I gotta really do this. So he's been training for the let's say 16 weeks now, because it's about 20 weeks in total. And he's been like killing it, like improving so much. He's never received a medal on any race underneath the marathon, but he's out there putting in the work. And like we can't even like shut him up anymore, because that's all he talks about is running. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I did this, my pace is getting better. This and the third. He's so excited. He got so addicted to it. Again, he's never done it before. So like you said, from the couch to a marathon, it's possible, because I've seen people do it. I'm seeing someone do it right now.
Well, you're about to see us do it.
Yes, let's get it.
We are there next Thursday.
Let's fucking get it, yo.
Next Thursday.
Thursday and Tuesday. TNT.
My man, let's start off slow. Thursday. We are there Thursday. That's about it.
I feel like Alex says Thursday because it's the easier day for him to come up with an excuse not to go.
No, that's just because I'll have a haircut and I want to look like the hairy wolf. So, in case anybody see me in the streets.
You
Oh,
know
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, girl.
Yo, bring your Olas, man. Bring your whatever. Your J's or whatever, man.
Well, what would you, as first timers, what do you recommend us wearing?
Something comfortable. Something comfortable. Try to wear some running
I
gear.
feel comfortable in Speedos. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable.
Don't wear no cotton, man.
I can see Alex's Speedos, Jonathan. You too.
Hey, yo.
I feel
Wait,
comfortable
wait,
with
wait,
Speedos.
wait.
With these chicken legs?
Oh,
Fat Boy 2 and Speedo? Where's Fat
Speedo.
Boy at? Chicken Speedo? Yo, we doing Speedos on the first day. See who's really uncomfortable out here.
You know what's crazy? So when you start, right, you wearing your basketball shorts, you probably come in your J's or your Roshis or whatever. Like they say Roshi run. It happened to me. They're running sneakers, right?
Don't tell me they're not running sneakers,
They're
huh?
not running sneakers, B.
Wow.
They're not. They have no support. So like I have people telling me like, yo, you're gonna break your ankles with those. So now you start saying, all right, let me go to the running store or let me go here and let me cop some shit where I can actually be an effective runner. And then we start taking pictures, right? Like, oh, let's take, and then you're like, hold on, I can't be in the same picture with this, wearing the same shit like the next week after. I gotta cop some more gear, right? And that starts to happen. So now you buying this whole, you start looking like a scuba diver, right? Because you got all this polyester
I
on
was
and
gonna show up
shit.
like that for the first time ever.
I'm like a Call of Duty character, nigga.
Nah, man, but it's funny because back in the days, like you wearing little shorts or whatever, it was corny. Now it's like, it's acceptable, right? Because the little kids are looking at it like, yo, they doing their thing. Like you guys know this, right? Like they're running through the hood and it don't look corny anymore, as opposed to back in the day when you saw the old white dude or whatever running through the neighborhood and the headband and all that other shit,
Well, before posting this episode, I will be getting in contact with you.
Yes.
And I'm gonna ask you for a list of what I should wear.
Okay.
We are showing up in our Awkward Silence uniform, and we are gonna be
This
in attendance.
is what I advise. Come out a couple of times before you spend money.
Oh, damn.
Now,
that
once-
means y'all niggas ain't gonna make it to the last level. But Darby, we in there, son. I believe in you, my brother. I believe in you, son. I think we could do this
Nah,
together.
invest in some kicks. I mean, whatever.
Jonathan, I'm not cheering for this nigga. I'm not gonna even throw confetti at him. I'm gonna be like, get out. You still here, my nigga? Like, he's on his own.
Week 26,
Don't
I
think
thought
because
you
you
left.
see us together there that we together. I'm showing up in my car. He's showing up in his car.
There you go.
We are two separate people. However,
But yeah, so just wear something comfortable. Don't wear no cotton because it gets heavy after when you start sweating.
I don't wear cotton. I wear fur.
Fur, there you go. Okay.
I
Listen,
wear
chinchilla,
fur.
whatever.
I don't do cotton. I ain't broke.
Only silk.
I'm only
Only
silk. Well, we appreciate you coming through.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man.
No, this
Appreciate
is
you guys,
The
man.
honor's ours. When are you running another marathon?
So I'm not running it this year. I'm trying to shoot for 2019. That's the first time I've actually said that out loud. Like I said, I'm still dealing with an injury in my foot, so running that type of distance has been kind of difficult. But my wife is contemplating on running it next year, so I want to make sure that I'm along her side. I'm there with her, make sure she gets through it. So yeah, 2019, man. G's gonna make the return, and
You heard that?
El Oso Blanco. We out there.
Oh, that's your name? I
That-
like that.
AKA, he's like AKA.
Yeah, I'm an AKA kind of guy, you know.
I'm la culebra negra.
Like, hey, yo, la anaconda.
Only himself knows that.
You know what's so funny? Like, this is so random, but for some reason, I thought y'all were gonna come in running today. Like, I thought like the whole team was gonna come in jogging today. I was like, yo, for some reason, I think they have a job. But
No,
then
it's funny.
it didn't work
He
out
even
like
said
that.
to me, like, yo, G, where's your
Yeah,
scuba gear?
you came out in the wrong outfit today. I'm like, he's not even whipped out.
Club or we running? What we doing?
Like, you
Shout
look
out,
like-
shout out to Creative Kings, man. This is a custom hat. It was actually made out of a swim trunk or whatever, and they actually created this. But yeah, man, I'm tired of wearing running gear. I wanted to look a little different, man. You know?
Okay. Now, I'm sure, like, rappers get tired of wearing real shit.
Wearing
You
fake
gotta
chains
be
and
there.
shit.
You gotta switch it up. Well, we appreciate you. Guna's somewhere out there selling somebody a hat. Now, John, where can they find you, sir?
Like I said, grod418 at gmail. On Instagram, Team Wepa NYC on Instagram as well. Facebook, same handle. Team Wepa NYC. You should be able to find it. Yeah, man, come out, man. We don't charge a dime. We encourage everyone, no matter your level, no matter if you've been on the couch, no matter if you've been run 10 marathons. Sin had 4 marathons under her belt before you came out? 3?
Get them, girl.
3 marathons under her belt, and she still found a home with Team Wepa.
You saw how she said that shit with no facial expression?
Nah,
Like, three,
she's
nigga.
a beast, B. She's a
3,
beast.
nigga.
I run 3 minimum.
Come on, son.
It's funny because last night she's coming off a little bit of an injury, and she's out there, and I got my guys like they huffing and puffing, and I'm like, yeah, Sin, show these boys how it's done, and she's kicking their ass, on the track or whatever. But yeah, man, it's it doesn't matter your level, man.
Yeah, I got her.
After the wedding.
After the wedding.
Y'all got a
After the
surprise
wedding.
coming, son. Jonathan, any last word? What's your advice from this whole episode? What did you gain from this whole episode?
If you ain't first, you last.
Say that again. Say it again.
Say it again. Wait.
If you ain't first, you last.
Okay.
Last.
Yo,
So
yo,
we
do you
finish
see
it together or nobody finishes
See
it?
the confusion.
All right, my brother.
Anyway.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. I'm Ali.
Shout out to you guys for having me, man. Thank you. Appreciate
for
it, man.
coming. You're always welcome here, man. And next marathon, we want you here right afterwards. So you
Nah,
can
we're
tell
gonna
us
run it.
what you
We're
want,
gonna run
what
it
you went
together.
through.
Yo, we can open these super rice doors.
Yeah, word. Like the next stop that y'all said that y'all do the drink set, a Darby, put them on
We
to
here,
Mr.
we
Frog.
here. I don't know how Rich is gonna feel about that because he likes our presence over
Forget
there.
about
but-
it. He
He'll
gonna
talk
be
to
running
Nah,
too
I ain't
with
forgetting
us,
about
nigga.
Rich, man.
He gonna be running with us.
Listen, we're running from Corona Diners here. How about that?
That's good. That's
Not a real run. That's not a real
that's
far
like 5
run.
miles.
You go down
Three,
Queens
it's
Boulevard.
3.5 miles.
Oh, let's do that right now, son. How about that?
Let's get it.
Let's do it right now, son.
Listen, I got my Air Max ones on. I ain't trying to fuck them up, man.
Hold on, we might do this right now, son.
Oh, this is crispy right now. Listen.
Well, thank y'all for coming out. Everybody in attendance today. Are y'all coming out on Thursday?
Got quiet real quick.
Real quick.
Hit the crickets. Hit the crickets.
Niggas was like, I saw John. I can't miss my one.
Yo, it's lit on Thursdays. Nah,
If it's
I won't
late
be
on
there.
Thursday, 7:45 next week.
First
Y'all
and
know
the
where to
15.
find me. And Saturday, the pop-up shop. Are you coming out?
Yes, yes, I'll be out there.
Friday.
It's on
XL's
Friday?
gonna be on deck.
Friday.
Guna is not on
I
Friday.
thought it was a Saturday.
It was a Saturday.
28th.
It is not a Friday. It's a Saturday.
The 29th is Saturday.
I think it is the 29th.
My man. If I show up to the wrong event
Again?
again.
He's like, yo, I'm about to go to an event at the spot. I'm like, nigga, that's tomorrow. He's like, oh, god damn it.
I had to do a U-turn right there in the corner. All right, whatever day it is, the next episode we'll announce it. All right? How about that? Thank y'all for coming out, guys. I appreciate you. Woo! You like that? You like that? You like that? You like my little white heifer?
Awkward side,